Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday and welcome to Ask Deb. I am so excited that you are here today, whether you are watching us live or whether you are watching the recording. It's exciting to have you here. Thank you so much for showing up and joining us. I am waiting this morning for my coaching partner. I invited Laurie to join us today because she sent in a powerful question that I knew could help all of you. And so this is kind of the beginning of a brand new experience in our Ask Deb library. Usually I get on and I share something, right? I have something on my heart, something I want to share with you, and I share it. And we're going to shift a little bit. Today, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to bring on a coaching member. This is a gold coaching member, Laurie. And she's going to ask a really powerful question about fear of success. Okay. And it's something that I know a lot of people in the industry have. I'm going to talk about both fear of success and fear of failure, so we get a feeling for both sides of the equation. So if you know anybody who is going to absolutely love this content, fear of success and fear of failure, that conversation, then I want you to make sure that you are inviting them in. So I'm kind of stalling here. I'm just waiting for Laurie to get in. Laurie, when you get in, would you please let me know that you're here so that I can add you and we will be off and running. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Deb Erickson and I am a business mindset coach. What that means is that I coach women to, oh, here's Laurie. Let's bring her in. I coach their fears and past their doubts and past their procrastination and move them into
Hi,
power.
good morning.
Hey, Laurie. That is so exciting
Thank you.
to see you.
Thank you for
Thank
inviting
you so
me.
much for
I
coming.
really appreciate it.
So let me
Sure.
finish this introduction and we're going to come right over, okay? So those of you who are looking for a coach, you're looking for a teacher, you're looking for a mentor that can help you get past the mental and emotional blocks in your head, I'm your girl, right? That's what I do. So do me a favor, guys, and share this out to anyone who, like Laurie, might be showing up today and saying, I'm not where I want to be in my business. And I know that there's something going on I want to break through.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? All right. So Laurie, tell us a little bit about why you think fear of success is showing up, and just tell us a little bit about the background so that I can jump in.
I've been doing this business for a while. I had to stop for multiple reasons, and once I could rejoin, I did. But something that there was something when I was doing it before that frightened me right now is that I was working a lot, and I couldn't spend a lot of time being free, doing my stuff, being with my family, and I still have a job, so I do both. So when I started again, I had this blockage, like, if I'm going to be massively successful, and I think I'm going to be successful, what will my sacrifice will be, and is it worth it? And when I see all the leaders, I see they're traveling all the time, they're not with their families, and I'm doing this business because I want to be free of my time. I want to go pick my son at daycare at a reasonable hour. I want to spend nights with my husband watching movies. And so I'm afraid that I will have to give up everything to have the success I want to have.
All right. Hey, Laurie, do me a favor,
Sure.
and would you mute yourself for just while I talk,
Sure.
and then we'll let you come back in.
I don't know how. Oops.
I'm going to let you mute because I think you've got some energy that's blocking the thing. So, do you know how to mute your
I don't
phone?
know if I can.
Okay. then do me. I'm just trying to get you to. Oh, everybody's sounding good. Never mind. Never mind. We'll leave it. Okay. So let me. I can hear. I can hear a lot of static. You won't be able to hear if you. Okay. All right. So let's just jump in, guys. What I want to do is I want to talk specifically about success and failure, fear of success and fear of failure. Go ahead and put your headset back in because now the mic is rubbing on stuff. It will just, there you go. All right. So let's just jump in, guys. Here's the thing about what fear and success really are. Have you ever seen, you've seen kind of like a wave, right? Up and down and up and down and up and down. Well, what that represents, guys, is a ceiling and a basement. Okay, so in our mindset, we have a ceiling and we have a basement of energy that we allow things to get this good, and then when it gets this bad, we do something about it. So it's kind of like we stay in between in this set point. So here's what your brain is doing, Laurie, is that your brain has that set point, and what you're saying is, if I allow myself to get more successful than what I'm comfortable with, then ... And then what happens is you're making up a story about what could happen if you get too successful. So you're looking at other people and you're saying, they're traveling a lot. Oh, if you're successful, you have to travel. I don't want to be away from my kids. Oh, look, they had to make sacrifices. I don't want to make sacrifices, right? So in other words, what you're doing is you are looking at what's beyond your set point, what's beyond your comfort zone, and you are telling a scary story to keep yourself down, to keep yourself inside
Of
that
course.
boundary. Does that make sense? Now, what you said something really interesting in your story is you said, I asked myself, what sacrifices will I have to make? Okay. Do me a favor, Laurie. Let's try this. Take your headset off and just unplug. Let's just forget the headset and just do it regular. I think that might. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Oh, now I can hear myself. Oh, now I can hear myself. That's not going to work. Okay. Plug yourself back in. Plug yourself back in. Turn your volume down. Turn your volume down. We're going to figure this out. It's going to be a great. We're going to figure this out. It's going to be a great recording when we get it done. I just don't want to hear myself. Can you turn it all the way down? Can you turn it all the way down? Does it mean you can't hear it at all? Does it mean you can't hear it at all? There we go. There we go. So let's keep going. What's happening is that that's perfect, by the way. What's happening here is you are finding that upper boundary, and you're saying, if I go beyond that, I'm going to have to sacrifice something. If I go beyond that, I'm going to pay the price. If I go beyond that, I'm going to have an experience that I don't want. I'm going to pay a price I don't want. I'm not going to be with my family. I'm not going to get time with my kids. I'm going to have to travel. So what you're doing is you are looking at success that is beyond your comfort zone and saying, that is going to have a price. You even said to yourself, what's the price I'm going to have? What's the scary thing that's going to happen? So let's ask a better question. Okay. Could be very simple here. Let's ask a better question. What I want you to ask yourself is, what if I could have massive success and, hear the word and, not or, and I could have it exactly the way I want? What if I'm smart enough that I can figure out a way to have success and still have the time I want with my kids? What if I could have massive success and not sacrifice the things that are absolutely critical in my life? What if I could have massive success and, right, there is no negative price to be paid?
I understand with my head, but maybe it's a wrong belief. But for me, how do you say that? You can't have the bread and the butter. So for me, I have this strong belief that to have success, you have to sacrifice something. Like it's a plus and a minus, but I know it's a wrong belief. And what you say right now is
Yeah.
making a lot of sense. I just have to like integrate it.
Good. So let me you what yeah, the phrase in my country is you can't have your
Yeah,
cake and eat it too. That's what you're saying, right? I can't have both things. So here's the point. You do have to sacrifice. I will be honest, you have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice that belief.
okay. Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Okay? You're gonna have to sacrifice the scary stories. You're gonna have to sacrifice your comfort zone. In other words, you're going to have to push yourself into new levels of success. You're going to have to find comfort in higher levels. You're going to have to, you see what I'm saying? So is there something you're going to have to give up? Yes, but it isn't what you think. That's my point. It isn't what you think, dear. You don't have to give up the quality of life with your family, but you do have to give up the rules that you've made in your head. You do have to give up the structure of how you're saying there's only one way to have success, and I'm going to have to pay a big price. Therefore, I'm not going to let myself be successful. So let me ask you a question:
Of
are you willing to
course.
give up that belief?
Of course. Of course, I'm willing
Really?
to do whatever it takes in terms of belief to pass through these beliefs and have the success I want to have because I know it's the only remaining thing that is pulling me from where I should be. And I am aware of this fear. I understand it with my head, but when it's time to, feel it, it's something different. But
Exactly. Exactly. So you are nailing it on the head, girl. When you say, I understand the concept here, but I'm not feeling it, that's our work. Our work is to help you radically change the belief so that you can feel it and you can get into alignment. So, like kind of like we were saying on Monday Mindset Call, we got to get you humming at a new
exactly.
vibration, right? Exactly. So, here's your assignment. Here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to make a list of how you would like to have it, right? So that you could have your cake and eat it too. What if you have a new belief? I can't have my cake and eat it too, and I can still keep a skinny body. Okay, so I can have it
Okay.
all. Okay, but I'm gonna have to redefine things. I'm gonna have to change how I'm looking at things and what I'm saying to myself. Right. So I want you to start making a list. I want you to make a list of if I could have it my way, this is what success would look like. And this is what I'm willing to give up. This is what I'm willing to sacrifice. And these are non negotiables. These are the things I will not give up. And then what we do, let's just say that you say to me, Deb, I want to have massive success. And I don't want to give up time with my children. I don't want to give up time. Well, it may be that you're looking at the wrong thing. You're telling the wrong story. Maybe the point is that you don't want to give up quality relationship
Yeah,
with your
exactly.
kids.
Because
Okay.
I do give up some time. Honestly, I sometimes need to work while my son is around, but like I don't work 12 hours a day per weekend. I work an hour while he's watching TV for an hour. That is something I can live with. But being away days after days, not going to get him at daycare and
Okay. 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 Stop talking about what you don't want. Okay. Stop talking because what you're doing is I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. You're working yourself into a frenzy. Instead, I just want you to state it and move on. So you're saying, I want quality time and energy with my son. Here's the truth. He doesn't need or want you hovering 24/7. It's not healthy. It's not healthy for him. He's never going to learn independence. He's never going to figure things out. He doesn't need your entertainment, but he needs your focused engagement in
Yeah.
a way that supports him in growing and developing. Right. So as you say, here's what I do want. I want my son to know I love him. I want my son to feel my presence. I want my son to be connected deeply to me in whatever moments we have. I want to connect. I'm going to be present. I'm going to be aware. I'm going to be connected. I'm going to guide him. I'm going to teach him. I'm going to support him. I'm not going to hover, but I am going to
Yeah.
do those things. Feel that? Yeah. Now, here's the truth. You can do that in less time than you are thinking. The problem is most parents don't use the time they have to to the full extent. And because they're not present in the time they have, they feel like, ooh, I need to give more time. But that's the artificial
Yeah.
belief. Are
Yeah.
you feeling that? Yeah. Yeah. So it isn't about time. It's about quality. It's about being present. It's about being an influence. It's about supporting him
Yeah.
and growing him, right? Do you know what he's doing during all of this time? He's watching you. He's watching you because there are mirror neurons in his head and he is mimicking you. So if you give time and energy laser focused to your business, you set a goal and you're on purpose and you get it done and you achieve it, he's watching and going, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do with my life. I'm supposed to pick a goal, stay focused on
Okay.
it, and achieve it. And then I can create what I want. Do you
Yeah,
want
I
him to
do.
learn that
Yeah.
lesson? Yeah. Okay. So show him the best possible way to do that. You want to demonstrate it to him. Do you want him to learn that you have to be present for him to be successful?
Well, no, I want to be successful by himself.
Exactly. Do you want him to learn that he can't do it
Of
unless
course
mommy's
not.
there watching him? No, you want him to grow independently. You want him to be powerful. You want him to make great decisions. And the only way you learn to make great decisions is to make some bad ones. And then you learn from the
Yeah.
experience. You guys, you feeling this? Okay. Okay. So, you know what? It's not about time at
Okay.
all, is it?
Okay. I know I have to undo this belief. I think doing lists, I do a lot of lists, pros and cons, before, after. So I will certainly do your trick, your homework, because that's a way I really like to
Yeah. Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
So,
what you're what you're doing, Laurie, is this is called a reframe. This is a neuro tool for everybody watching. This is a neuro tool and it's called a reframe. So what we're doing is we're saying, here was a story I was telling myself and it wasn't working for me. It was getting in the way, it was holding me back. I'm afraid of success because it's a bad story and it's based on bad beliefs, and I'm going to reframe it. I'm going to redefine it. Okay. And as you do that, Laurie, what's going to happen is your brain is going to get on board with you. So it's not just an idea. Your brain's going to get on board, and then your heart can get on board, and then your energy comes into alignment. So keep asking, if I could have it my way, what would that be? And then here's another one. What do I want my son to learn? What do I want him to see in me and copy? Because, by the way, he's copying everything. So here's one of the really cool things, Laurie, is he's watching you. And what he could either learn that you set a goal and then you get down, you do what needs to be done and you achieve it. Or he could learn that you set a goal, not too big, because you don't want too big a goals. You want a little goal. And then you kind of take your time. Sometimes you hit it, sometimes you miss it, and you make excuses. And which of the lessons do you want him to learn?
yeah.
You feel that? So know this, and I tell mothers all the time, your business, how you conduct yourself in your business, is one of the greatest lessons that you are teaching your son. The point is, what are you teaching him? Are you teaching him that you say stuff and don't do it? Are you showing him that when stuff gets difficult, you quit? Are you showing him that you're not going to move past your comfort zone? Or are you teaching him life lessons that will serve him by how you run your
Okay.
business?
Uh, yeah, I see where you're
If
going. I see.
this is the reframe, okay? Now, here's the really cool thing, Laurie. When you reframe success, okay, when you reframe what it means, when you reframe what you're showing your son, when you reframe the decisions that you're making, then all of a sudden, as you get into alignment and he's seeing what you're doing, now you're going to realize, hey, success isn't so scary. I get to name success. Everybody in the world can do success any way they want, but I choose it this way. There's not one path, there's many paths. There are as many paths to success as there are human beings on the planet. You get to choose your own.
And also about success, one of the other fear I had was not the fear of judgment, but often when people get in abundance, so have money, it brings wrong ideas to people like, oh, these people have money, they are this way, this way, this way. And honestly, I'm not afraid to say that I would like to be very rich, but not to purchase big cars and big stuff because I really want to serve people and I think money is a great resource to do it. So the more money I have,
Yeah.
the more people I can help. But I feel like if I have this much abundance, the people that have known me all my life, as I am right now, are gonna judge me or push me away.
That's
Does it
very,
make
very
sense?
well said. So you're saying, yeah, you're saying, if I would love to become wealthy
And
for the right
it
reasons,
is
and you
sincere.
just
I really
know
want
that
to do.
I get it. But here's my point is you don't have to defend. You don't have to justify and validate your reasons. You don't have to. Okay. But you're feeling like you have to because there's a part of you that has a little bit of negative attached to wealthy people. Okay. So you're defending, you're like, I want it, but it's really the right reason, so I should be able to have it. And here I'm here to say, oh girl, stop defending, stop validating, because that defensive energy isn't helping you. So stand in your boldness and say, you know what? I want to be wealthy. I have big goals, big dreams. There's so much I want to do in the world, and money is a resource. I want a lot of it. I want it unendingly, and I'm not ashamed. I want it, baby. Come to me, wealth, because I got big plans. Okay? Feel that? All right, that's number one. That's step number one. Number two, your concern is if you do that, there are people out there that are going to judge you. There are people out there that are going to say, oh, she thinks she's all that. Look at how much she's changed. So you're worried about their opinion and therefore your relationship with them. Yes? All right. So here's the thing. This is a place where you can have your cake and eat it too, but it may not look like what you want. So here's what I mean by that. You can have wealth because that is you allowing that into your life. However, what somebody else thinks of you is really not it's none of your business. It's none of your business what somebody else thinks of you. And you know why? Because you can't change it. You really can't influence it. So here's a really great thing to think about. Laurie, right here, right now, there are a certain percentage of people, let's say it's 50-50. 50% of the people love you for where you are and who you are, and 50% of the people have a judgment about you, right? So if you change, guess what? The statistics will be the same. 50% of the people will love you, and 50% of the people will not. They'll judge you. So the numbers are the same. And what you're saying is, yeah, but what about that specific one person? And I'm here to tell you, you can make a choice, okay? You get a choice. You can live your life so that you try to please other people. And by the way, you will fail to please everybody all the time. Can't do it. But you can try. You can give your whole life over to trying to keep other people happy. Or you can find the alignment with becoming happy yourself and being in a place where you say, I like who I am. I like what I'm doing. I feel good about me. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Right. And so that's a much more peaceful journey than the one that says, I have to change and I have to contort myself and I have to be somebody else in order to keep people happy. So you want to be happy with yourself. You want to pursue your own dreams. You want to create your own life. You want to decide here and now what you want in your life and go for it. Or do you want to say, well, whoa, wait a minute. What I really want to do is I want to fake it so that other people will love me and like me.
Okay.
Which one? Which one do you choose?
I really want to. I don't. Yeah, I'm from a field where rich people have not good reputation, and I think I have bought that story, and I always felt like I didn't want to be one of these people. I don't feel like I'm like them, so I don't want to be associated with them. So I have to undo this story in my head where I say being rich
I'll,
is something bad.
yeah. So let me tell you the truth. It isn't money that make those people unattractive, uncaring, right? People of low value in the world. In other words, they're not doing good things in the world. It's not money, but their money helps you see them. But the truth is, they are either a person of quality or not. They're either a person that brings value or not. They are even a person who cares about other people or they're not. They're either a person who maybe went through some wounds and then is doing the work on themselves or they're not. In other words, they're either a great person or they're not. And money is really not a part of the equation. But when you bring money in, it shines a light. So think of it as money shines a spotlight on that individual. So if they're not a good person, boy, you see them. Feel it? And what you're doing is you are focusing in on the negative. You're focusing in on the story. And by the way, don't beat yourself up for that. That's just how we do things, right? We focus on the story that's in alignment with what we already believe. So you believe that money corrupts. You believe that money does bad things in the world. You believe that people who have money are not good. And so your brain goes, okay, let me show you another one. See that one over there? Oh, that one fits your belief. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. Here's another one. So do me a favor. You want to have some fun? Start saying, show me people who have money and are making a difference in the world. Show me people, and you're assigning this out to the universe, right? You're telling your reticular activating system, go find these people. Show me people with money who have a heart. Show me people who are making a difference. Show me people. And as you ask to see that, all of a sudden your brain will, oh, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. See, your brain will show you anything that's in alignment
Oh,
with,
that
with
I
what
like.
you are
That I
believing.
really, I feel like I am working better with models. Like having models of like me, a normal mom with success who doesn't want to travel that much unless she can bring her family. I And I feel like right now my stories are so strong that I see what I don't want. Like these people with massive success traveling
Yes.
with not with their child, divorcing and something that I don't want. I see these people with money that I feel like they shouldn't have money or they should do something better with their money. So I really like. I need model. I need to see that what I want it do exist. That is
Exactly.
good.
Exactly. And so I want you to ask for it. I want you to look for it. And when you see the opposite, what I want you to do is just ignore it, right? So if you can just say to yourself, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. Stop looking, stop looking, stop looking, right? Because if you begin to look for women who are making a difference in the world, who are being richly rewarded for all that they are giving and doing in the world. They are everywhere in our industry. They are everywhere. Okay. So you got to look for it so that your brain, and when you see it, go, oh, look, there's a role model. There's someone, right?
Okay.
You got it? And then the other thing I want you to do is just become that. Just become it. Just say, even if I don't see it anywhere, I'm going to become it. I'm going to become the model that other people can look at and say, here's a woman who decided to get wealthy, right? And is doing something amazing with her life, with her money, with her kids. She's doing it all. She takes her kids everywhere, right? She has an incredible relationship. Look at this. You want to become the model. And the more you focus on it, the more you see it, the more it will be affirmed for you. But the key is you become.
Yep, fair
Good?
enough.
All right. Good. We are out of time, guys, but here's what I wanted one more time. I just want to review for you, okay? I want you, first of all, to list, I want success my way, and here's what it looks like, right? That's the first thing. Second thing is I want you to start asking for and looking for the role models, the women out there that are making massive money, massive success. They have fabulous relationships, incredible kids. They're living life their way. Now, it might not be exactly your choice, but they're doing it in a way that feels good. Got it? And then the third thing I want you to do after you're looking for all of those is you become it. So whatever it is you got to do, that's what you want to
Okay, fair
become.
enough. I'll do my homeworks.
Feel it?
Thank
You
you
were
so much for
magnificent
everything.
today. Thank you so much. Great questions, great stories. Thank you for your honesty, your integrity, your love. This was brilliant.
Thank
You're
you.
on your way, kiddo.
Hopefully, I'll reach there.
Uh, ah,
I
ah, ah,
am
ah,
on my way and
ah,
I'll
ah,
be
ah,
there
ah,
soon.
ah.
Thank you. Thank you for everything.
There you go. All right.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Thanks, my dear.
Bye
Thanks, guys.
bye.
We'll see you soon. Bye bye.